Coach?
Well, I feel like I've been spinning like a heavyweight title fight. I mean, that was a heck of a game. Two teams, I think two really good teams. Every time one team threw a punch, felt like the other team responded. Got a lot of respect for Illinois' team. I think they're really good. You know, they're unique with their matchups, as you guys know, and the way they're playing. I thought we did a much better job in this game, certainly than, maybe they only got 91 tonight. They got 96 the first time we played them, so we were better by 5 there. But I just thought we fought better. You know, like we really got beat up and bullied the first game. I thought we stood up that tonight with our toughness, and we had a real balanced attack. You know, they pride themselves on mismatches with how they play, and I felt like we had some mismatches too. And so we tried to exploit those in our favor and on the other end, and I thought it really paid off tonight.
Questions? Matt?
Coach, this is another game you've won in the 90s. Did you see this kind of offensive excellence coming from your team at the start of the season? Again, like even within that, you have Brooks and Boo scoring 52.
Yeah, I mean, certainly I would hoped. I mean, anyone who knows me, I was never really viewed as a defensive guru when I played. I was a gunslinger, I was a scorer. I wanted to put it in the basket. So, I mean, ideally at heart, I want to put points on the board. I think every team kind of takes on its own personality with how they are. Are you more of a defensive team, off both? And, you know, we can make strides in both areas, but we're getting a lot of balance. You know, obviously Boo's performance was fantastic. Again, just play after play, you know, playing pretty much the whole game with the focus of everybody's defense on him. You know, to get the big bucket late in regulation before we got the stop, and then, you know, the 3 in overtime and a couple of his drives. I mean, he's just obviously a really good college player. And then now you're seeing the emergence of Brooks. You know, I mean, Brooks has really come on these last couple weeks, and I think what's really added to our team, guys, people that is the reemergence of Matthew Nicholson. You know, I mean, he coming out of the gates this year, he had struggled a little bit, didn't have his normal pop, his normal explosiveness, his normal energy. You know, and tonight, what does he get? 6 dunks or 6 dunks or layups? You know, and that lob threat and that ability to finish at the rim, I think, really makes our offense a lot better and more functional.
Caleb?
Can you talk about that final play in regulation for Boo, what you saw from the standpoint and also what you drew up in the huddle?
Yeah, we just had some false movement. We wanted to go into it quick so that if we didn't score, we had to extend the game, right? We were only down 2. You know, we ran some false movement. We brought some guys up. We acted like we were going to set a screen, and then we got him out of there. And we wanted him, just because we had been screening so much, just a little bit of a different look. We kind of got those guys out, and we gave him the middle, and he was able to get Terrence opened up his feet a little bit. He was able to get downhill, got to 2 feet, and you know, got a big layup there.
Okay.
First, 2 top 10 wins this year. What does that say about where this team is at right now and its confidence and just?
Yeah, I just think we're a good team, you know, and you hold serve at home. I mean, that you have to if you want to keep up in this league. I mean, we have a good team. You know, you throw in a win over Dayton as well, which I think was a pretty good win. One of the best teams in the country also. So our guys, they're a tough-minded group. You know, they have a lot of character. You know, we have our faults. You know, there's times we don't play very well, and you know, we had a couple of tough road losses in the last 2 weeks with Wisconsin and Nebraska, where we were right there in the last couple minutes and we weren't able to win the game. And we knew for us, even though Illinois is as hot a team as there is in the league and as good as they are and is maybe as good as any team in the country, we had to win tonight. You know, that was kind of our mindset. You know, we needed to hold serve, and just really proud of our guys' resiliency and toughness to do that.
Major?
Coach, can you just talk a little about Ty's aggressiveness in the second half? Obviously, he didn't attempt a shot in the first half, but then 12 points in the second half.
Yeah, I was really proud of Ty. You know, the way Illinois plays is, and you guys that cover them all the time, they try to take away threes. You know, they really press up. They want you to be a 2-point. And we were getting a lot of pull-ups and floaters and in the first half. You know, we had 34 points, but I think we only had 1 3. You know, and you know, just found some things in the second half to kind of get Ty free off some off-ball movement. I thought we set some really good screens, but I was really proud of his patience, that he just kept the game, you know, he just stayed within himself with the game. And then, you know, what do we hit? 10 threes in the second half, which is, you know, Illinois doesn't give up a lot of threes like that. You know, they really press up on you. They make you drive. They funnel you to Coleman. They want you to make twos. So I thought our guys did a really good job to only have 5 turnovers in that game, with the pressure they were bringing, and have the 16 assists. Really proud of the way the guys did. But I was most proud of Ty's patience, because he knows we need him to score. He knows he's an X factor, and he really didn't get many looks in the first half, and he had a couple fouls. And then the second half, we were able to call his number on some off-ball stuff. He came off some screens and made, knocked down some big shots.
To the back.
Coach, on the offensive boards, they had 21 offensive rebounds, but only 19 second chance.
Felt like
points,
50.
So I was talking a little about like the defensive resolve, like not give up, like once they get an offensive rebound.
Yeah, I mean, they are. I think they're the best offensive. I know a lot of teams. I don't know what the numbers. I don't like study. I believe in analytics, but I don't study it to the nth degree on that stuff. But I know from the naked eye, I've seen a lot of basketball, and they are absolute animals on the offensive boards at every position. I mean, their guards. I mean, even Goody, Rogers, Shannon. I mean, Coleman gets 7 tonight. Gary A gets 5. I mean, they are just so tough. The toughest defense to them is really off the missed shot, because I thought in the first half our initial defense was pretty good. We were getting them to miss. We just couldn't get the rebound. And I did think, though, down the stretch of regulation and then into overtime, I thought we started getting some of those, and certainly that was huge, not to give up those second chance points.
Middle.
Coach, this game, 18 lead changes, 15 ties.
Oh, it was a heck of a
What does
game.
that say about the resilience of your group, and also just about the level of competition?
Yeah, like I said, guys, I just thought it was two teams. It was what a game. I mean, atmosphere was electric. I mean, it was like a big-time college atmosphere game, 2 in-state teams. Certainly we have had our struggles against Illinois, and I've said it forever, like, it doesn't become a true rivalry until we start winning our fair share. We'd love it to be that, with 2 in-state teams, and we're building our program, and obviously their program is at a really high level, what Brad has done. But if you don't win some of those, it's not a rivalry, right? And so, but I thought tonight you just had 2 teams just going back and forth. Every time we did, every time they hit us with a little something, we came down and scored, and then they came down and scored. I mean, it was, to your point, I just felt neither team could get away from the other one, and just a really high-level, hard-fought game, by in my opinion, 2 really good basketball teams.
To the left.
Chris, 35-point turnaround from Freedom in Champaign. What was the biggest difference you thought from that?
I just thought we stood up and fought. I thought we got out everything in the last game. I thought our game plan was not great. I was really hard on myself. I didn't think I did a good job preparing our team, defending them, but also attacking them offensively. I thought it was just not, and we made some changes in this game that, they still scored 91, but I thought there was just more resistance. We didn't just cave to their back downs. We didn't cave to their physicality. We fought, and in order to beat a team like that, you have to fight, and then you have to play well. But if you don't fight, you have no chance. And that was the biggest thing, was just, I thought we fought their physicality the best we could.
Matt.
Coach, you had 3 players over 40 minutes. How have you been able to establish such competitive conditioning on your team?
Well, first of all, good players want to play, and so you look at Illinois, Damask 42 minutes, Hawkins 42 minutes, Shannon 39 minutes. I mean, good players are wired to play a lot of minutes, and so, same for my guys. That's why you train. That's why you have strength and conditioning. That's why you have nutrition. That's why you have rehab, and that's why you have the training staff, so that you 2 times a week from January to March, you can get your guys to play at a high level for extended period of time. And we try to train and condition so that our guys are wired to play the whole game if needed. And, and I've never met a player that wants to come out. They want to be in the game. So we just got to find, obviously, within, we try to do a good job because we don't have a lot of depth. We try to do a good job right around timeouts. We try to use our timeouts to get the best rest we can, and then that we trust their conditioning, that they can play. Tonight had to play 45 minutes, an extra 5.
Time for a couple more. Bradley.
Coach, we saw no Luke Hunger tonight. Was that just a matchup thing with how well Matt was playing?
Yeah, it was just matchups. And Luke has done a really good job for us, but we felt we needed physicality in this game, and we went with Matt, and then we gave Blake. Blake hadn't really played the last couple games, and we just felt against these guys on the glass how physical they are. We needed older guys. We needed the physicality, and Luke's got to be ready. I mean, it's a game by game. We have those 3 bigs, and I just felt it was time to get Matt back in there. He's been playing really well the last 3-4 games. And, we're going to be at our best if we have Matt at his best, and we know that. And it was time to get him back into the lineup.
Last question, Jake.
Coach, another big second half from Brooks Barnheiser, including that huge 4-point play for you guys in overtime. How important to this team is his ability to really pick up strength as contests develop?
Yeah, I mean, you need secondary guys, right? I mean, Boo is fantastic and one of the lead scorers and players in our league, but you need to have guys that can take some of the pressure off of him, and Brooks, we thought he was going to be ready, and he's delivered. He really finished last year strong, and coming into his junior year, we felt he could be a great secondary guy to Boo, that could get to the basket. He's got a great pull-up game. He's strong. He's such a competitive guy, man. He's you love him. He's a gym rat. All he wants to do is win and compete, and just really proud of his work. It pays off. Guys who put time in and have talent, the work pays off, and just fun to watch his growth this year to become, going from a good player to, in my opinion, an all-league caliber guy.
All right, that'll wrap us up with Coach.
All right,
Thank you.
thank